Welcome everyone, I hope you're having a very wonderful day, and welcome to my top 5 DLC recommendations for Salzwiesen. Before we begin, let me quickly break down how today's little DLC guide is going to work. So, at the beginning, we're going to be rattling off all the DLC, what's within them, what you'll be using them for, and then we're going to move on to the end portion of today's video where we're going to be doing a little weapon test and just showcasing the weapons and all the little gadgets that you'll be picking up in these packs. So, let's get right into it by talking about our first pack of the day. The tree stand and tripod pack is very important in my opinion when it especially comes to goose hunting, because you could place these tripods out here and you have a pretty good vantage point when you come to look down upon these birds. As you guys can see here, it looks pretty good when you're able to sit up here and pull your binoculars out and just look down at them. I highly recommend picking this up. This is one of my favorite things to use. I know they have the wild goose chase pack, which allows you to have like a little floor blind that you can lay down in and rise up from to shoot the geese, but I prefer using this as just mostly the high vantage point, and it helps with the uneven terrain as well. So I recommend picking this bad boy up. It's one of my favorites to use. Moving on to our second pack is the duck and cover pack, which has this waterfowl blind here, which is what you're going to be pretty much picking it up for, and the shotgun that it comes with, which is a very good shotgun. It's the Nordin 20 gauge. It's got 3 rounds in it and semi-automatic, and it's probably one of my top 3 shotguns in the game. Moving on to our third DLC is the Ambusher Pack DLC. Now, we're not picking up the Ambusher Pack DLC for the weapons that are within it, which is a 44 lever action and I believe a bow. We're picking it up for the fox caller right here, as you can call in these geese and all these other birds, the waterfowl included, which just makes it easier when you're just set up for a grind for any of these beautiful birds and you just want to go out there and shoot them. Now, moving on to the weapons of the day, we have 2 weapon pack DLCs I'll be recommending. Weapon Pack 2 DLC has 2 guns that you're going to be really interested in picking up. Is the Drillin' Shotgun, which is a side-by-side shotgun right here, which you guys can take a quick look at. It is in 16 gauge, and it also has a 3rd barrel, which you will not be needing for this map, as none of the animals will cover that round's class coverage. And then we're going to be also picking up the 45 Colt here that comes within the Weapon Pack 2 DLC. Now this gun can be used in both roles. It shoots a 45 round that covers class 2, so you could take out those foxes, the raccoon dogs, and the raccoons with this bad boy and put a pretty nice handgun scope on it as well. But the cool added effect with this 45 Colt is that it can shoot 410 birdshot, which makes it very fun to use, which I will be excited to show you guys here in a little bit. And then our final weapon pack DLC is for the modern rifle pack. Let me rephrase that. The modern rifle pack DLC, as it has 2 weapons in it that you'll be using on this map. The 223 Zarza, you'll be using that for the raccoon dogs, the foxes, and the just general raccoons. And it also comes with a 5-round semi-automatic Zarza 1522. I've been enjoying this. I know that there is a better alternative 22 with 10 rounds in it. However, the best bang for your buck is this DLC in my opinion if you're trying to get into this map and you have more weapon coverage and more weapons to use on the animals on this map. So I highly recommend picking this bad boy up. And we're going to be testing some of these weapons here in just a moment, but I do want to talk about the shotgun that you do get when you purchase the map. It's this one right here. It is an over under 10 gauge, the first of its kind, I do believe, within this game. And it's pretty solid in my opinion. I've enjoyed it. However, I do enjoy the semi-autos more, as I can get more coverage and more birds with it. So we're going to start by going over here and we're going to do some weapon testing. We're going to be hunting some gray lag geese, as I've already set up for it. And I'm going to get in the tree stand and get set up, so I will see you guys in just a moment. Alrighty folks, so we have some geese landing right now before us. Now I'm trying to decide what weapon we're going to test out first. I think we're going to use the gun that you get within the map's DLC here at the start. So we're going to test out that 10 gauge. Let's see if we have a good goose there. We got a level 4 right off the bat. We have some level 2s. And that's pretty much it. So we're going to target this guy right here. These females are probably going to end up getting blasted, unfortunately, by some birdshot. So he's about 60 out, right? That's the wrong shotgun. I have so many weapons in my inventory. So we're going to just put it up to here and boom. It has some destructive power behind it. As you guys saw, that goose just got obliterated. So let's go pick him up really quick. Now you can shoot them while they're fleeing as well, if they're in close enough range. So you can place a pretty decent follow-up shot, but I was not really wanting to. And you guys can see the ambusher fox caller at work right now as well. There is a raccoon out there. And here is our beautiful gold gray lag goose. I'm going to need to save him for a future video, because I do not have a diamond to these guys yet. And I am working on a guide for them. So we're heading back to the tripod. We're going to settle up, and we're going to wait for our next group of geese to fly in here. And we're going to take them out with the drillin' side by side here. I'm super excited to use this thing. It's been a while. So I will see you guys here in just a brief moment for our second weapon testing, or showcase. Alrighty folks, so right now we're walking up on a group of pheasants in front of us. We're going to be showcasing the drillin' shotgun here in the next section. Oh, we have a little black grouse. Actually, I don't think I want to shoot him. Do I want to shoot him? Nah, we'll leave him alone for now. We're going to walk towards these pheasants, and there should be a male right there on high alert. We also have a female fox behind him, but we're going to chase after this guy. It should be easy to catch up to him and put a 20 gauge round into him. 16 gauge round, I mean. I will be saving the Nordin shotgun best for last because that thing is very phenomenal to use. Plus, I cannot carry it with me at this current moment. So let us follow. I can see them just moving ever so faintly. My eyes are locked on the male pheasant's location. I will show you guys how to get these little turds to fly, because sometimes they could be quite stubborn. As you guys can see, we're just running up to this pheasant. And there he goes. That is the 16 gauge shotgun drillin'. I really do love this thing. And as you guys can see there, it showcases that third extra round in there. It is very, very fun to use. And let's check out this beautiful pheasant we just shot. I do love the molten on it. Nice feathers. And pretty close to being a diamond, 2 points away. Now, I do want to say, for those who are new, you have to shoot these pheasants when they're in the air. You cannot shoot them on the ground or it will not count. And what do we have over here, ladies and gentlemen? We have a black grouse, which will also double showcase the 22 rifle, which is what I do love to use on these guys, and the geese, actually, quite a bit. I keep forgetting, my binoculars are not binded to my 1 keys at all. So we're about 90 out from them. And so we're just going to zoom in with this beautiful 22 and go, boop, and there he goes. It's just that good. This thing's so quiet, too. With most of these birds, like with the geese, you're going to fire that first round. They're going to be like, what's going on? And you're going to be able to place a second pretty quick follow-up shot because they're just startled for a moment. So we're going to run over here and pick up the black grouse as well. I probably will not showcase the both actions of the 45 Colt, but there is our shot on our bird. Very nice lung. We double lunged him with the 22. And that is the showcase of the 22. Now it is semi-auto, so you can sit there and playing with it, which I'll just showcase that here for a moment. I will waste my money for it. We will just quickly demonstrate. There you go. The fire rate of the beautiful 22. You can just lay pipe with it. It is very solid. I do believe that we had some geese come back to the zone, and unfortunately I was not there for them. But alright folks, I'm going to go find our next animal to demonstrate our weapons on here. We're going to try to work with the Colt or the 223. Hopefully we can find another fox, and then I can showcase those, and then I will showcase the Nordin 20 gauge last. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. Alrighty folks, we have a female raccoon right there in front of us. Now I need to get a clean shot on her, but unfortunately I cannot see her in the brush. There she is, and we're going to just take the 45 out. We're actually going to test the 45 round on the raccoon. I had a nice quick clean kill there. Now I am using without scopes on these just to showcase that if you don't have DLC to buy the scopes or anything, or have none of these stuff unlocked, you can use them just fine without any sights. And here's that beautiful blonde raccoon we just shot with the 45 Colt. I guess we are going to be using both modes today, and there is our shot on it. It all the way through it pretty much. It kind of just destroyed the insides of this poor raccoon. So I recommend picking this thing up. It is kind of a nifty dual purpose pistol. But very nice. Now we're going to go test it out on some geese. I did see some gray legs land after I left, so we might be able to test that out. But I do want to showcase the 223. So I think we're going to look for one more animal just to show you guys how the 223 works here in this game. The semi-auto version, at least. I know that they do have a base game, but this is one cool advantage I do like. Alrighty, folks, we're going to be showcasing the 45. I found some raccoon dogs, but they got away from me, and we got to switch to birdshot quickly. I forgot about that. We have some pheasants up here. A male pheasant I saw. Now, where is he? I see a female. Are you going to fly, ma'am? Where's your boyfriend? Oh my gosh, you guys just saw that? He just tried to head on me. Holy smokes, he was going to take my head off. But wow, what a beautiful bird. And there is our kill on the bird. Oh my gosh, the 410 bird shot just decimated the poor bird's face and everything. But that is the 410 revolver's power. The dual purpose on this thing is phenomenal for this map. You know, being able to kill raccoons, the raccoon dogs, the foxes, and the birds. It just... I'm going to have to use this thing more. I'm going to have to take a few diamonds out with it, but this thing is very fun to use. Now, you can put a scope on it, which I recommend. This thing is just a blast. So we're going to move on now and cover our last two weapons of the day. We're going to be covering the 223, hopefully next, because we're going to be out here in the woods looking for something, and then we'll eventually go back, pick up the 20 gauge, and showcase that on some goose. Alrighty, folks, so I was trying to find an animal to shoot with the 223, and I couldn't find one, so I decided to change the time to the Fox Zone time. And we're just going to take out this female just so you guys can see the 223 in action on foxes, which is primarily what you're probably going to be using this rifle for on this map. Anyways, over the raccoons and the raccoon dogs. So we're just creeping up to her right now. Now, I don't have a lot of ammo currently, but we're going to give it a whirl. And then after this, we're going to go back to my little tripod, and we're going to shoot some goose with the 20 gauge. Okay, so we're just going to creep it in just a little bit more. We have a pheasant near us as well. Alright, so we're in range, so we're going to pull our rifle out really quick here. And it insta-dropped the fox. This rifle is very fun to use. And we're just going to go check out the damage, just so you guys can see the damage of the 223 on a fox. I was kind of hoping that pheasant would fly off, but they're stubborn little creatures. Turn our lights on really quick. And our fox should be over here somewhere. Oh, I see our fox. This map is very beautiful. Look at that sunset just creeping off in the distance. And here she is, and let's check out the damage on the 223. These were the polymer tips, by the way, so if you just use soft points, it would just do the same thing. They'll just plop over just like that. And there is no double lung action with these polymer tips. Maybe if I shot... no, I don't think there is going to be ever double lung unless you hit maybe up near the leg here, possibly, and hit the other lung, but I don't think there's going to be any double lung penetration really for this round for these foxes, but as you guys can see, it does drop them instantly. So we're going to head back to my tripod, and we're going to end today's video with the Nordin 20 gauge showcase, and just so you guys can see that bad boy in action. So I will see you guys in just a moment. Alrighty, folks, so here we are at the end of today's video, ending it with a gray lag goose hunt with the 20 gauge Nordin that I love so much. Now, there is an alternative to this, but I was going to recommend the pack. However, it only has one weapon in it that's going to really matter, and it is the high caliber weapon pack with the 10 gauge Strandberg. That thing has the highest round capacity for bird hunting. It has 4 rounds in it, and it's semi-auto. I was going to recommend pump actions, however, I don't know. I don't really have an interest. There's just a lot of other shotguns that, in my opinion, just do a lot better, just like these semi-autos. But we have our geese landed, and one cool little tidbit of information, if you go to where I'm at on the map right here, and you have all these giant wind turbines, sometimes if you sit there and you watch the turbines, they will smack the geese and move the geese around the turbine. It's just a funny little thing. I'll have to get a clip of it later. But we do have our geese landing right here. I do believe we have our second wave. I'm looking for a level 4 male, hopefully. We have some level 3 females. I might just showcase this thing's full power. I might just unload the whole horde of 20 gauge rounds into these geese. What do you guys think? Now, we did fire off 3 rounds. That last round doing jack piddly squat. However, we did tag a few others. I don't know if I can hit that. I saw a little hit, but it's probably not going to do much any damage whatsoever. It's probably just a Nerf dart bouncing off the wing there. But you can hit him at range. Now let's see. we should have maybe a few dead goose out here somewhere. We do have several blood splatters. And let's pick up this beautiful goose female and check. Yep, we have a butt-ton of blood splatters. There's probably a bunch of dead female geese I'm going to have to go pick up across this gigantic field, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh. But we're going to call it here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video's little showcase, and I just want to give newer players and people that are returning a little guide of what you probably need entering this new map. It's pretty much not much. I was going to also recommend the tent pack, but to be quite honest, you really don't need it because as all of the outposts are pretty close around, so you can just walk there in a short amount of time without needing a tent. So that'll pretty much do it. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like. It really helps out the channel. And with that out of the way, folks, I hope you guys have a very wonderful day. Happy hunting, good luck, and I will see you guys in the next one.